Heba, and I'm going to take you through a level 1 Pilates session today. So we're going to start with the feet hip width apart, and we're going to start by just loosening up the body and doing some swings. So we're going to lift the arms up, and then breathe out, swing the arms back, stretch the arms back up again. So breathe out, swing, and straight up. And you want to bounce the knees, so you bend, stretch, and then straight up. Bend, stretch, bend, and then lift again. Breathe out, bend, lift. 2 more. Big exhale. You want to let any tension go before we start. 1 more time. Breathe out, big swing, lift, and take the arms out to the side. When you're here, make your arms feel longer. Create space in your shoulder joints. And you're going to roll the arm bones in, roll the arm bones out. Roll them in, roll them out. Roll them in, out. 1 more time, in, out. Now reach the arms, keep them going, but glide the ribs at the same time. So imagine someone's pulling you one way, then you're being pulled the opposite way. You're gliding one way, the opposite way with your arms rolling from side to side. So you're moving your upper back and your shoulders at the same time. 1 more on each side. And relax. Come back to center, big circles with your shoulders. Make your neck feel extra long. And change direction. Roll forward. And we're going to do a neck chicken exercise, so you go forward and back. Pull your chin right into a double chin. This is such a great exercise for better posture and mobility at the base of your neck, which tends to get quite stiff because we tend to move just the top 2 vertebrae quite a lot, but not the rest. Now we go side to side, so this is more Egyptian. If you struggle with this, just put your fingers along the side of your face and glide the head one way and the other, keeping your jaw parallel to the floor. And then we're going to combine the chicken and the Egyptian together, and you do circles with your neck forward. But trying not to turn your head, so you keep looking forward, keep the face facing forward and the jaw parallel to the floor. Change direction. This one's best to do in front of a mirror because you can really check whether you're doing the circles correctly. 1 more time, and relax. Take your legs just a little wider than hip distance now, the hands on the pelvis, and just do circles where your hands are. So you're mobilizing your lower back, your pelvis. Change direction, go around the opposite way. And from here, we're going to do a few squats. So you're going to inhale, sink, sit on a chair behind you with your bottom, send your knees forward, your spine long, breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower, and breathe out to lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Try and get so that the legs are parallel to the floor, and you're just warming up the legs and the knees a little. Inhale, reach, exhale, lower, 3 more, reach, lift. Think of your alignment and your core. And relax. We're going to do single leg now. So you're going to stand on one leg, lengthen through the spine, put your hands on your hip bones, and just try and do a few one-legged squats, just focusing on your knee and ankle alignment and tracking. And see if your knees are tracking forward, or are they going inward? If your pelvis is in the middle, it's a lot easier to track the knee forward. If your hips are shifting to one side, it's definitely going to go inward because you have to balance. So in order to balance, it's going to track inward to stabilize you. So change legs, keep the pelvis bang in the middle, and then start to think of your knee going forward. Good. Feel free to hold on to something here if you don't feel too balanced or if your knee is going inward. Okay, we do one more version of the one-leg squats. You're going to bend your knee, bend your leg, and as that leg reaches back, your other one is going to bend forward into a squat. So you're going to inhale to bend, exhale, reach forward. Bend and lift, reach forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8, and change. Lift the other leg up, breathe in, breathe out, bend the knee, reach the leg back, then lift, bend and reach back, lift. Keeping the knee tracking forward at all times. Spine long and neutral. You should feel all the work in this leg now. 2 more. Hip bones level. Gently take the leg down. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Roll down through the spine. Roll back up again, 1 vertebra at a time. Reach the arms up to the ceiling and come up onto your toes. Stick the hands on the ceiling. Lower the heels. Keep the arms reaching up. Lengthen forward again. Roll up, keeping the arms hanging down. Lift them and come up back onto your toes again. Keep the arms reaching up. Lower the heels. Lengthen forward with a flat back. Roll up with a rounded back. Lift the arms again. Push up onto your toes. Keep the arms reaching. Lower the heels. Lengthen forward for the last one. Roll back up again. Lifting up onto the toes. Lower the heels and relax. Great. So we're going to get to the floor now. We're going to stand at the back of the mat. We're going to roll down. Bend your knees. Walk yourself out to an all fours position. We're going to press the hands strongly into the mat and the supporting knee. And you're going to take one leg back behind you, keeping your hip bones extremely square to the floor. And imagine you've got drinks on your back now as you start to circle the leg. And you don't want to spill any of those drinks as the leg starts circling round. You want to keep your spine neutral and your core muscles switched on very softly. And change direction. Everything is a statue, apart from that gesture like we're switching. You take the other leg back. Everything in isolation, remember, circle the leg round. And try and disassociate the rest of the body from that leg. Change direction. Don't let the back dip. Try not to lose alignment. And try not to lean over to the side of your supporting leg. And take the legs down. Sink the breastbone, bring your shoulder blades together. Lift the breastbone, spread the shoulder blades apart. Breathe out to sink. And breathe in to lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. And again, sink the breastbone. Lift the breastbone, 2 more. And relax. Okay, so we're going to swing the legs round to the front. We're going to lie down on the back now. Roll down. Good. And we take the arms out to the side. Gently send your knees over one way, your head the opposite way. Inhale, you come back to center and feel like it's your ribs and your core that are zipping the spine back down to the mat. Now you can turn your head opposite to your arms, or just keep the head neutral, looking up, if you prefer. Breathe out to twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back, center. Let's go one more time on each side. Twist and rotate. Breathe in. One more time, breathe out. And center. Keep your legs squeezing together. Take your hands behind your head and just do a curl up. Breathing out, trying to lift your shoulder blades off the floor. Breathe in to lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. Now as you curl up, let's try and squeeze the knees and legs together because it will give you a stronger connection in those deep core muscles. Breathe out, squeeze the legs together and curl up. Inhale, gently lower. And let your head feel supported by your hands. So you're not jamming your chin to your chest, but you're resting your head back against the hands. And instead, you're curling up and leading with the ribs and the abdominals. The ribs are moving down towards your pelvis. Don't forget to squeeze the legs together as you curl up. And then curl up and hold. And you're going to pulse up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, slowly release. Go 2 more sets of pulses, curling up and pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Try staying neutral here on the curl up. Pull up 1, 2. Notice if you're imprinting, try not to. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold and release. Well done. Okay, so we're going to stretch one leg out along the floor. You're going to bend your right leg to tabletop, and you're just going to do your hip pendulums here. So move the leg as if it were a pendulum from side to side, keeping your pelvis absolutely still. And then change legs. Take the other leg up, side to side pendulum. And just notice if your leg is a bit stuck one direction compared to the other. And relax. Okay, we're going to imprint. We're going to bridge up as we take the arms overhead. Roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Breathe in, stay. Roll down 1 vertebra at a time. And curl up at the end of that bridge. Imprint again. Rolling up slowly. Push the feet down, the knees forward. Inhale, stay. Exhale, roll down through the spine. Release to neutral and curl up. So we imprint, peel the spine off the floor, arms go over, inhale, stay, exhale, roll down, release to neutral and curl up. Last 2. Breathe in, roll down, curl up with your head and shoulders, and last one. Stay up, take the arms by your sides. You're going to push down strongly into your left foot and spring the right leg up to tabletop, keeping your hip bones really level. Take it back down again. Press down strongly into your right foot. Spring your left leg up to tabletop. Take it back down. Reach the arms up if you need to. Lift. Well, not if you need to. If you want an extra challenge, reach the arms up. Lift. Lower. Lift, lower. And your goal here is to not lose height with your hips, but also to not lose pelvic stability. So your hip bones should be level throughout. Arc the leg up, press it back down again, arc the other leg up, press it back down. Roll down 1 vertebra at a time. We're going to do a second set. It's a little bit more challenging this time. You're going to roll up. Feel free to repeat the one we just did. Arc the leg up to tabletop, and then stretch the leg away as you take your arms overhead. Inhale, bring the leg back in, lift the arms up. We're going to do 5 of these. 2, And again, exhale, 3. And exhale, 4. One more time, 5. Arc the leg back down again. Press down strongly into that foot before you spring your left leg up. And again, stretch. 1, lift. 2, and 3, 4, 5. Take the leg down, roll down, hug your legs into your chest, and give yourself a little rest. Okay, so we're going to grab the back of the thighs, roll up, and we're going to sit with the legs again squeezing together. You're going to reach the arms forward, roll off your sitting bones halfway back, and then as you inhale, lift the arms and re-lengthen up through the spine again. Exhale, roll back, drawing the abdominals in and creating a full C curve, a letter C with your spine. Often when we do rollbacks, we sink into our vertebra and just kind of compress the spine. When you're doing this, try and stay in the same height as you roll back. And then inhale, re-lengthen again, nice and tall. Exhale, roll back, rolling off your sitting bones, arms reaching forward. Inhale, re-lengthen. Exhale, roll back. Squeezing your legs together so that your hip flexors don't start going crazy. If they're gripping a lot, even with the legs squeezing together, just stretch your legs to anchor you down a little bit. So it's up to you. Roll back and hold this time. Lengthen through the spine. Twist. Come back center. Twist the opposite way. Center. Again, exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Twist the other way. Center. Inhale, re-lengthen. Exhale, roll back again. Tall, tall spine. And again, twist. Drive the rib cage round. Middle. Twist the opposite way. Middle. And again, exhale. Center. One more. Center. Re-lengthen. Last time. Exhale, roll back. Relax your shoulders. Twist again. Drive the ribs round. Your pelvis and your legs are not moving. Twist. Center. Again. Twist. Center. Twist. Center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, roll back. Place the hands down. Swing the legs up. Re-lengthen. Roll back. Place the hands on the mat. This is a modified version of rolling like a ball. Re-lengthen. Roll back, curving the spine. Feet go down, lengthen up. 2 more. Really use your core here to stay as round as you can be. Last time. And relax. Feet together, knees apart. Just stretch over the legs to relax a little bit here. Try and get your head as close as possible to your feet. And then roll up. So we're going to lie down on the side now. So if you go ahead and just make a pillow with your arm, stretch the body, lengthen through the body, keep your hip bones really stacked and your spine long. We're just going to do a few clams here. This is a glute series that we're going to do. Open, close, open, close. Keeping your hip bones really, really stacked on top of each other. And we're going to do 10 of each of these moves. So this is the first one. You should start to feel a little bit of activity here at the glute. Have your feet lifted slightly. Open and close for 10. Remember, you're only opening as much as your hip bones remain stacked. And now we're going to start to add a leg stretch. So on the next one, you open. You keep the thigh exactly where it is. Stretch the leg. Bend the lower leg and close the clam. So open the clam. Keep your hip bones stacked. Spiral the leg bone outward. Bend the leg again. Close. Inhale, open. Exhale, turn the leg out. Bend. Close. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, stretch. Bend. Close. Last one. Open. Stretch and spiral the leg bone out. Bend. Close. Relax. You should have really felt that here. Let's come up onto the elbow now. Keep your feet where they are, in line with the buttocks and the rest of the spine. We're going to take the hand to the hip at the top. Lift the pelvis by really opening the shoulder. And you're going to open and close here. So you open and close. Keep your head in alignment. Try not to look down at your legs. We open, close, open, close. Another set of 10 here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. And relax. Let's swing over to the opposite side. We'll do the same thing. So lie down on your side. Make your pillow. Stack your feet in line with the hips and the rest of the spine. We're going to breathe out to open. And breathe in, close. Keep that alignment. Soft connection in your core, but you don't want to be overly drawing in. So the first bit, it takes a while to start to kick in that feeling of glute warmth. Let's have the feet a little bit lifted now. Open and close. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Keeping your hip bones super stacked. 4, 5. You'll find your leg can open a little bit more when the feet are slightly lifted like this. All right, let's start to add the leg stretch. So we open, spiral the leg bone out even more as you stretch the leg. Bend the knee again, close. Open, stretch, turn out, bend, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, stretch and turn out, bend, close. 4 more, open, stretch, bend, close. Again, open, stretch and turn out, bend, close. Open, stretch, bend. Last one. Open, stretch. You should really feel that now. And relax. Coming up onto your elbow, feet in line with the hips and the rest of the spine. Lift your pelvis and think of opening the shoulder and stabilizing your shoulder blade. Open and close here. Top leg opens. Fold. Inhale, open. Lifting the chest, taking it back a little. Open, close, open, close. Let's do 4 more. 4. Really keeping the height here. 3, 2, last one, 1, and relax. Well done. So we're going to stretch the legs out into a second position and sit as tall as you can. Really nice and tall in this position. And if you need to sit on a cushion, do. So we're going to take the arms out to the side and we're going to twist round as we exhale. Inhale, come back to the middle. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, center. Twist, center, twist, center. Take your hands behind your head. Not behind your head, but at the side of your head, so you don't pull your neck forward. You're going to twist over to one side. Roll down through the spine. Open the elbow to the side, and then come back up to center. So we're going to twist over to the right. I'm going to mirror you. We're going to roll down, lift the left elbow, rotate, center yourself and come back to the middle. So you twist to the left, roll down over that left leg, open the right elbow and stay in a side bend here, and then we bring yourself back to center. Twist to the right, roll down. This should feel really lovely on your spine. Open the left elbow, come back to center. And again, twist to the left, roll down. Open the right elbow and come back to center. Twist to the right, roll down. Open the left elbow and come back to center. Good. Now just a regular stretch. Stretch forward, make space for your hip joints. Try and slide your legs, make them as long as possible, and then hinge forward. Walking your hands either down the floor in front of you or down the legs, but as much as you can, trying to feel like you're sticking your bottom out behind you and creating space between the hips and the pelvis. And as you get comfortable here, then you go a little bit deeper. You can relax your feet. And then a little deeper. Letting the breath relax you into the stretch. And we slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of core work again, and then we'll do some back work to finish. So we're lying down on the back, and you're going to lift your legs up with the heels slightly above knees. We're going to arc one leg down to tabletop to touch the floor, bring it back up again, and then arc the other leg back down and bring it back up. And throughout this, you want to feel like the space between your ribs and your hip bones remain exactly the same throughout. So as the leg goes down, I'm not arching the back, I'm not increasing that distance, it remains the same. And with the leg, it remains at 90 degrees. Often we do this exercise, we tap the foot down and we bend the knee more. Imagine there's like a pot or a cast in each leg, and it's stuck there, and you're moving from your hip joint, not your leg, not your lower leg. Now let's go faster. Tap, tap. You don't have to go all the way to the floor if your back is arching. Arcing the leg down. Really feeling the core switch on now. And squeeze the legs together. Hands go to the outside of the knees. We're going to do the double leg stretch modified version. So you're going to stretch your leg, one leg only. Take the arms overhead. Inhale, circle the arms round. Exhale, reach back. Circle round. Reach. You can do this with the head and shoulders curled up if you want a little bit of an extra challenge. But don't do that if your neck is troubling you. You can stay with the head and shoulders down. Keep the rib cage heavy as the arms go back. Don't let it pop up. So think of the bra strap remaining on the floor if you're a female. And you can do both legs at the same time. This is more turning into the full version at level 2. But have a go if you're strong enough. Sometimes with the head and shoulders lifted, it actually feels easier because you're balancing the weight of your legs. Arms go back, legs straighten, circle in. Arms go back, circle in. 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take the legs down, take your feet about mat width apart, and just do a few release ones for your hip. Okay, just before we roll over, we're going to work the lower abdominal area. You're going to imprint the lower back to the mat. Cross your ankles over one at a time with the legs quite soft and bent. You're going to push down into the floor and gently lift your tailbone a little bit and then release. So you breathe out to lift the tailbone up and over and release. And as you do that lift, try not to swing or use momentum, but just very slowly arc the spine off the floor. For some postures, you'll feel like your lower back just isn't moving, it's not lifting, the tailbone isn't lifting. And that way you'll need to hold something heavy behind you. So either someone's ankles, or a chair, or a table, anything that's sturdy that you know won't move. Because when you hold on to something, it's not cheating, you're just balancing out the weight of the legs so that you can actually lift your tailbone and use the right muscles without tensing the neck and shoulders, without doing this, which is what tends to happen in this exercise. Try and turn your palms up. If you're quite mobile in the spine, you'll be able to do that. Let's do 3 more. Arcing the legs over. 2. The legs are going up and over, not up, not just over, it's up and over. And relax. Well done. So let's go ahead and turn over onto the front. And we're going to do our basic extensions. Take your arms just outside of the mat in a capital E position, so elbows in line with shoulders. Start with some basic extensions as you breathe in and breathe out to release. So you're lifting your back and keeping the bottom rib in contact with the floor. And you're pulling your shoulders away from your ears. And feeling that length through the neck. Now we're going to turn over to one side. Try and see your foot. Dip through the middle. Lift and look over to the other side. Dip through the middle. Slide across your mat. Try and see your foot one way. Allow the elbows to lift a little if they need to. Inhale, extend the other way. Dip through the middle. Feel your shoulder move towards your opposite hip. Sink through. Feel your other shoulder move towards the opposite hip. Sink through. Let's go one more time on each side. And center. Hover above the ground now. Take the arms back and extend forward as you breathe in. Breathe out, release. Extend and lift as you breathe in. Exhale, release. And think of smiling across the front of your chest and opening the shoulders. And release. You can add a leg lift, so lifting one leg up at the same time. And then lower. Lifting the other leg up, make it long. And lower. Breathe in, extend. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. If you want to actively strengthen your lower back, you can lift both legs at the same time if you want to. And release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more time, lift, hold. And squeeze the arms in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. We're really working into those rhomboids and middle layer traps. We're going to come up again. We'll make the arms feel long. Squeeze in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Push back to a shell stretch. Rest a little bit here. Then we're going to come up to an all fours position. And we're just going to try our push-up here in a box position. You're going to bend your arms and nose dive forward towards the front of the mat. Exhale to push up. Try and keep your hips lifted. So sometimes we lower the hips as one block and we end up coming out of alignment and not bending the arms enough. So we're focusing on the shoulders. So we're hinging from the hips. Keep the shoulder blades spread on the back and stretch. There's a difference between doing this and doing this where you let your shoulder blades sink together. So you want to keep the spread of the shoulder blades on the back as you bend and as you stretch. Breathe in to come down, out to push up. One more time, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. So try with one leg extended. Keep the leg extended. You breathe in to come down and forward. Breathe out to push up. It's a little bit of a variation, but it's a stronger version of what we just did. Feel free to keep the knee down if you want to. One more time on this side. And change legs. If your wrists are troubling you, do this against the wall at an angle. Take the leg back, make the leg long. You come down and forward as you breathe in, up and back as you breathe out. Keeping your hips squared, your spine aligned. Two more of these. Don't let your neck drop. Remember that your neck is part of your spine. We forget that. And relax. Shall stretch back. Rest a little bit. And take a few breaths into the back and sides of your rib cage here. And relax. We're going to curl the toes. We're going to come up to standing to finish. Stretch down. Hold the stretch. Hang the head down. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, pushing your feet into the floor. Using the legs to lift you up always on those roll-ups. So, standing tall, we're just going to immobilize the hands and wrists. If your hands are facing you, you're going to lead with the little fingers. You bend, wave away, turn towards you. Lead in with the little finger, wave away, turn. Bend, wave away, turn. One more. Then change direction, hands facing away from you. It's the index finger that leads now. Bend, turn, flip, bend, turn, flip, bend, turn, flip. Last one. Bend, turn, flip, and relax. Then lift your arm up, gently side bend over, sliding the hand down the leg. Roll down through the center, reach, come right down through the middle, hold it at the middle, roll up, one vertebra at a time, using the legs again to bring you up. Lift the other arm, reach over, gently reach forward and down. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Again, lift, reach over, slowly fold through the center, roll up, lift the other arm, reach, roll down the middle, roll up, interlace your fingers, stretch tall. Best alignment, best posture here. You're going to push up onto the toes. Think of most of the weight on the big toe side of your foot. Lower the heels, but keep the arms reaching. And then release the arms. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. And relax. Well done. Thank you very much for joining me today on this workout.